Started the group Messino Cancer Centers that was previously Cancer Care of Western North Carolina. Been here 1990. Hopefully, I didn't have to take care of any of your family, but we came up here a few years ago and have a very active oncology program. But we rely on Mission Hospital for quite a few things, so I'll explain that in a second. Let me give you this history of HCA. HCA is used to buying hospitals that are failing. So they're failing, and if your hospital was failing and they bought it, and all of a sudden it was okay, you might be happy with that. But Mission wasn't failing, and now Mission is in a situation where a lot of the quality is not there anymore. And one of the things about this, which HCA is having trouble with, is number two. Number two is continuing specific services for at least 10 years. Well, the oncology service at Mission had to back up a few steps because there was not enough support to do the things we've done since 1990. And that was the other thing that happened with the emergency room. So that is the one thing which we think they are not in compliance with. Now, if you read the actual Watchdog and the Citizen Times, you'll have seen that it's been already posted that they never promised quality in any of their documentation. And it's a shame because medicine is quality, and if you don't have quality, you don't have good medicine. And anybody who wants to argue with that, please stand up right now, and we'll have a nice argument. Because you want a good doctor, I want a good doctor. You want a good hospital, I want a good hospital. So that's the issue, it's quality. And the people that put this together really snowballed everybody because quality is not mentioned anywhere. So the problem right now, and we'll see what the Attorney General's office does with their lawsuit and the other lawsuits, because quality comes into each one of those lawsuits. And what will end up happening is they will step around that saying we never promised quality. So, people here, if they're having issues, they really do need to speak up, because I didn't get involved with this until my group decided to try to back away from treating leukemic patients because the support that we needed was no longer at the hospital. And so to me, that's a violation of the second number in the assets purchase agreement. If you look at this, all this stuff was easy to do. Some of it was already done. I mean, the money for that addition on the hospital was already there before HCA came. And the money for Angel Hospital was already there. That was already a promise before HCA came. The only facility that they built is the Sweeten Creek facility. So I would encourage people, if they have issues, to send them to DHHS, send them to CMS, send them to the Attorney General's office. If you have issues getting your things sent forward, there's a lot of things now being written to give you help to get your complaint forwarded to the right place. I think that it's a little unfortunate for this whole situation. I came here in 1990 and watched this hospital grow. The technology at Mission is still there. I will tell you I've had 2 surgeries there. I'm not ashamed to say that, but I will tell you my post-operative care was not as good as it should have been. So the technical aspects of Mission are still there, and those were the things that were built over 30 years. HCA hasn't come and built any of that. It was already there. So if you need to go to Mission for something, and it's technical, I would say go ahead. If you can get something done elsewhere, is probably worth doing. But again, if you have a heart problem, you have a neurological problem, got a kidney problem, I mean, that's where all the technology's at.